Greenwood shooting. Talk about it.
Sad, man.
It is sad that it went down like that. But I'm happy that somebody was in the mall with a gun and with some know-how to take his ass out within 15 seconds of him being fucking stupid.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah.
Like I feel, you know, when everybody, I'm proud to be an American type shit.
Yeah.
The proud American moment.
Yeah.
And a motherfucker was in the mall with a gun and shot the fucking terrorists. Because I'm calling anybody that wants to go out killing people terrorists.
Well,
at the end of the day, I don't care what kind of problems they had. If you going out killing random people,
yeah,
and these people just so happen to be Hispanic, so to me that's a hate crime.
No,
dude saved lives, bro. Period.
Yeah.
He saved lives. Period.
Yeah.
He has to, I would shake that young man's hand, whoever did that.
Absolutely.
He saved hella lives by thinking quickly and taking old boy up out of here.
Yeah.
I hate to say it like that, but
but he's gonna have to deal with some issues off of that. You don't just kill somebody.
Agreed.
And
he was young too, right?
Yeah, he's like 23.
That's
like
gonna stick with him for the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He killed a human.
But that man is
yeah.
That man is heroic, man. To be able to think that quick and save all them people in there, because it could have got ugly.
Yeah, I don't have any issues, and I said this before the show. I don't have any issues with how he responded and how he acted, even though my only thing with all this is the framing and how certain people will use this as an excuse for some stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's like,
what type of arguments are you seeing?
So it's like, if we're talking about mass shootings,
right,
then we have to realize this is from where I'm coming from. You're not going to convince me, Sean. You're not going to convince me that mass shootings happen with guns, without guns, But because guns are an integral part of what that is, right?
Just common sense.
And so, with that being said, the problem that I have is that a lot of gun enthusiasts, and I'm not one. Now, I'm not pro or anti-gun policy-wise in the United States because of how we're structurally built.
Okay.
Right? There are guns everywhere. They're not going anywhere. Right? Realistically.
Right.
I don't really see that happening. But with that being said, gun people, and I call this gun culture. I call anything that where guns are propped up and used in any aspect, I call that gun culture. I don't think gun culture is a good thing. Now, regardless of if this was a happenstance where this happened and something, you can't even say something good happened out of this because 3 people died, right? And it was and it was white supremacy at the end of the day.
Right.
So, but this is not a good guy with the gun. This is not guns are great situation to me. This is Good Samaritan 7 mass killings, 24,800. You know what I mean? That's what this is. And that's the only framing that I have a problem with, is that the NRA, gun lobbyists and everything like that will prop this up like, oh man, this is why guns are necessary in society, blah, blah, blah. Now, again, I know multiple things can be true at the same time.
Always.
So I recognize that certain communities feel like guns are super important because, one, of how policing is.
Sure.
I understand that a lot of people just feel more safer with guns in their hands because of the way the United States is set up, right? And everybody has a gun. You never know who has a gun. So if you have that fear for whatever, or family, then you're going to want to have a gun. But I will not go along with the conversation that guns are not the root of the issue. I just won't. That's where I stand.
I'm not mad at that.
If we want to get rid of mass shootings, then the response is it's guns. It's not gun regulation will work to an extent.
You know, we talked about prior to coming on, we had kind of talked about, we didn't even know this was going to be a topic.
Right.
But we talked about the difference in the requirements to obtain a gun in other countries versus what it is here and how accessible guns are.
Don't even have guns.
Yeah, I remember you said that as well. There's some countries that just don't allow it.
And some countries have had buybacks and stuff like that, you know.
Right.
But
You're spot on, man. If anyone tries to make that argument that is pro-gun, it doesn't make sense.
That's my only framing. And the reason why I think that's important is because I don't think we can get to resolutions until we can get a majority of the people that love guns for whatever reason they love them to acknowledge that they are a problem.
Yeah.
So if we can't, and I look at this in a very similar lens that I look at racism, we're not going to fix racism if we can't get people that are actually racist to acknowledge the fact that what they are doing and what they are contributing to is damaging.
Yeah.
So it's of the same mindset, but I get it. I understand why people feel like they need it. I do. So that's my stance on it. I know I'm super opinionated on that shit, but
no, like the way
I'm with you.
The way you broke it down makes sense. You know, it makes sense. And I know that you've definitely run into the other side of the conversation, the argument. You know, people posing that.
You get it from conservatives and super, super anarchist left-wing people.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's whatever it is. But we have some comments too. He said, but we shouldn't be living in the Wild West. He saved lives, but at the same time, was he supposed to be on Simon's property with a gun? Nah, he wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah.
The silver lining is
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
we
why.
Lost, and I hate to say that we lost.
Yeah.
3 lives.
What
versus could have been a whole lot more.
Who
That
knows?
part.
Yeah.
So
I guess we're happy that multiple people were breaking the law.
yeah, say that.
You know what I mean? Like,
There's so much. You talked about things being true. This conversation is full of gray area.
yeah,
It's full of it. It's full of it because that's a valid point. I don't know who put it in the chat, but
He's not the only person in that mall that was carrying a gun that day.
Yeah,
right.
The flood makes a good point.
One that was in the area and had a gun at that time because I mean I know people that carry guns everywhere.
Yeah,
personally.
Sure. Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? So
I got family members that do.
yeah,
so do I.
So every time you're out somewhere in public,
Yeah,
you can count on somebody in there has a gun on them.
yeah.
Now they have the common sense to know or the right mind frame that they ain't just pulling it out, shooting it at people,
right?
Or have a vendetta against just random people and want to go out killing. But like 9 times out of 10, wherever you're at, somebody is strapped.
But you can't regulate that at all.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Like the idea of like people like to make the argument that I'd rather a citizen have it than the police. But my argument's always, I feel pretty much the same with both.
Yeah, both. Because
I don't know
anybody can be trigger happy.
I don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's being proven.
Yeah.
It's been proven.
This kind of goes to this question Smooth Hoosier said, do you gentlemen and people in chat ever think you need a gun?
I have a gun or a few, you know?
Right.
But
I mean, I have a shotgun and I'm 100% anti-gun.
Yeah.
I have one, but I'm anti-gun. Like I would be happy to give it away if everybody could.
If you have a situation where, if you just pick one, you're a homeowner, you have the right to protect your family, your children, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But you also have, I think somebody put it, the flood was talking about the Wild Wild West. Like Terry showed us a picture of where we saw some guy that had
an AR in his pocket.
Yeah, just sitting in his pocket.
Was it in his pocket or just?
It was literally in some gym pants or like some sweatpants.
It's in his pocket.
And those are the type
rocket in my pocket.
Those are the things that make me cringe because it's like, fam, how stable are you if you walking around with that type of thing just hanging out your sweatpants in the store, in the gas station?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those are the things that
people be having a thing hanging out in sweatpants, man.
He had that thing hanging out.
I thought it was like tucked, like he would have to take his pants off to take it off.
No, this is open.
In his pocket.
It almost could have fell out of his pocket from what I saw. So those are the things that just make you think. Like I said, it's just there's so much gray area on this conversation. Yeah, you guys are making good points in the chat, though. I respect that.
So the flood also says, I kind of did growing up, but now for me and my family's safety, I feel like I definitely need one for protection.
Yeah.
So do you guys feel like you need a gun?
I feel like I need access to a gun.
I would follow that category.
Because I don't know what type of crazy people are out there.
Yeah.
How often do you carry?
I don't really carry like that. Like mine's more so for home protection.
Right.
Now I may start carrying more, or at least have it in my car. But some gigs I do, it's in my bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I don't know what can transpire, and I feel like I need to protect myself at all times. So
think about when they had that wave. It was a year ago, so a couple years ago. Probably still happening, but not with, you know, the wave in Chicago when people were getting pulled out of cars at stoplights. You know, those are the types of things I think about. You driving a car, you just in the city, you get to a red light, a car pulls up behind you, dudes hopping out, they're trying to get you. Those types of things.
Can't go out like 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗧 though.
That's what. Definitely. It just makes you think, man. It makes you think.
Yeah, me personally, I think I'm super passive on it. Is more than anything, because like I said, like I have a shotgun, you know what I mean, but I don't have any
musket.
I don't have any intent. I don't have any intent on using it.
Yeah. I hope you don't have to.
And part of me it's like I super kind of want everybody to die and there to be zombies, and I kind of want to have a shotgun. Like I don't know, I'm kind of weird like that. So
you need to get some ammo then,
you know, I got a little bit, but you know, I mean, I don't. That's super.
You still have to when you
kind of want everybody to die. You know?
when you load your gun, do you have to do it like they did in Glory?
I gotta cock it back like this.
No, you have to stuff
stuff in it, and then I gotta get
powder
shoes,
in it.
Gotta get shoes from people.
Sir.
Yeah,
you stuff gunpowder in it like in Glory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what a shotgun is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you load it sometime.
He shoots musket balls.
Musket balls. Yeah. Bro, I've never even, you know, actually I've never even shot a gun. That's why that's part of the reason that I think about it, that I don't have.
I have in the country.
For no reason, to be honest. But I don't have any desire to, like.
Gun range is fun though.
That's what I hear. That's what people say.
But gun range will get you right, because in a gun range you can actually get a feel for how powerful a weapon is.
Right.
Right. Like I went with. I
feel like I already know, but.
Hey, but when you
been there and you hear what everybody else in that mug got, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah. I think that is a good experience for everybody to go to a gun range and really get access to that thing and see what actually goes on. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta know how to shoot your shit.
Yeah, just aware of my surroundings, what Smooth Hoosier says. Yeah.
Good call, Smooth Hoosier.
I feel super similar to that, because like, I don't know, maybe there will be a situation where I feel like I don't have a desire to even to contribute to that part of it. I don't really believe in it, probably because I'm super passive in that way, but I don't know. I just don't feel like I can. We're humans, you know what I mean? And I feel like I know myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I always tell people,
my man came out of the bathroom with an assault rifle.
Bruh.
At Greenwood Park Mall.
He probably had it stuffed in his sweatpants.
He had it in a bag.
Not like old boy.
He went in the bathroom with a bag. Dude hit him. He shot at him 10 times, hit him 8 times. Dude ran back into the bathroom. That's pretty much where they found him dead.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But again, you know,
8
like.
times?
He got him 8 times out of 10.
But this is also why, like, I say multiple things can be true at the same time. Like, mass shootings could definitely be a gun problem, but this particular, what we see in the United States of America, is a white supremacy problem. It's always younger white guys, or it's always white guys.
Did you see, to your point, did you see that there was a younger kid that was preparing to shoot up 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗧 party if his girlfriend was in there?
No.
He fits the perfect description of what you just said.
It's every single every single one, like every single domestic mass shooting is.
He was a younger white guy.
Is a young white guy, and most of the time they're targeting some sort of. I mean, maybe not the 𝗏𝗏𝗓 shooting. I think.
Yeah, that was I think that was a Hispanic young man that shot. That was in that one.
But then, and shot a bunch of Hispanic
children.
People. Yeah. So unfortunate. But yeah, but almost always it's like that's a domestic white person terrorist thing.
Yeah, man. I didn't know the details that Terry said about the bathroom, and I didn't even read it. Man, I'm just.
Yeah, he walked in with a. It's not like he walked in the mall with the gun itself. He had like a duffel bag. He went in the bathroom, put that shit together, and came out. He had multiple clips too, so
he was about to continue to let off.
Yeah, man.
What about that? Do you guys feel like this is something that I hear a lot of constitutionalists and America guys say? Do you really feel like guns will help you from the government if the government actually comes after
you know the shit they got?
Come on,
they got tanks.
Come on, man. They got some shit that'll blow out our back from where they stay at. Dre said that.
I see what you did there.
Like straight up.
It's such a dumb argument. I also saw one today.
Man, we gotta get ready, man. You never know, man. With the government,
it's like
I'm more worried about the people that want to be government.
There you
than
go.
the actual government.
Yeah. And that's true.
Because if the government wants you, they gonna get your ass. I mean that's where all our money's going.
And they ain't gonna just come through. They gonna clear out,
bro. That's a
whole areas.
That's a bar right there, because that is where all of our money is going.
Yeah,
we police the entire world, and you think that you can with your 9 pistols and 2 shotguns? And
I don't care how much
you
got stored. I don't care how much you got stored.
They they have an agent of some shit that they can probably just throw in your house.
Come on,
and
man.
Dissipate everybody in that motherfucker.
Technology now. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out.
So like that argument to me is always super stupid.
I'm with you on the people that act like that.
Are you afraid of guns, or are you afraid of cars the same way? It's just like, bro.
Miss me with that.
Come on, what are we talking about?
I'm more worried about people who think they have the right thought process about shit. Honestly.
There we go. There we go.
The mental health. I think there's definitely stuff that we could do to make it better. You know, if we're gonna have this a thing. But yeah, thanks for the topic suggestion.
Yeah, shout out to the Flood, man. We appreciate you.
Feel free to drop as many suggestions in Discord as often as you think of them or want to. Anybody who's a patron, if you got access to the channel, drop them in there. People kill people.
Yeah.
Not guns, people.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
The extension of my finger.
Cut it out, man. That's how they be sounding, too. Yeah, man. Yeah. But shout out to old boy, though, at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Like Terry said.
The government will bomb. Yeah, that's what shouts to Smooth Hood. He said the government will bomb a neighborhood like they did.
I just said they'll clear out this whole. Yeah, if a push comes to shove, they will clear out this whole radius of however long you want to.
They just drone it. I bet they just drone people.
Yeah,
that's all it would be. Like if it'd just be a bunch of drone strikes.
Military intelligence.
They say robots.
Yeah. Robot come knocking on your door, take your ass out.
Some iRobot shit.
Please come with me.
or you will die.
Please comply. Remember on fucking RoboCop?
Oh, man.
Please select 1 if you'd like to comply. Please select 2 if you would die.
Remember when all them robots turned bad and got the red light on iRobot?
Yeah.
Bruh.
We're on a fucking, remember on Black Mirror episode?
Yeah.
Them fucking dog robots?
Yep. They never stopped coming.
Yeah.
Bruh. When
I've been rewatching Westworld. So
hey, when Will Smith was in that whip in the tunnel and them 2 trucks backed him in, bruh, and that gate came up and they all turned red, dog.
You talking about like when they like turn sideways?
You know how the wheels were like balls, like so they rotated.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had him pinched in. Man, it was a wrap.
Yeah, man.
Wrap.
You think the government ain't got some shit like that?
Hey, man, I ain't trying to get none of this iRobot action out here. I stay out the way.
None of it. But I'm just trying to protect me and my family.
That's what as you should.
Against these regular motherfuckers. Because you ain't got nothing for the government. You might as well just be like, okay.
Yeah.
I surrender. Where we going?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, just worry about them goofies. Them the ones you worry about. Worry about the goofies.
I mean, and this is not anything new. I mean, you got to think, like, we've been a nation for a very long time, but they had Japanese internment camps in World War II.
Yeah.
They just gathered the people up and took them there.
Yeah.
Like, and our military has expanded quite a bit since 1942 and 43.
Yeah, man.
So
it was bad out here in them streets.
Literally in these streets.
In the streets.
Yeah.
It was bad out here in these streets.
You look like a kamikaze. Come with me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, yeah, we talk about other countries doing that shit. We was on that same thing, and we'll jump off into that same shit
on the low
if push comes to shove.
Yep, absolutely.